Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is a tops and flops for you all. Obviously, as you probably saw in my last video, that was the previous month, and I've ended up sort of not being able to do one every month. Now I probably won't do one every month because I probably don't have enough favourites really, unless there's a few things that I can really sort of think, yeah, they're my favourites. Sometimes I think about the favourites that I like and then I forget about them when I come to film in the video, which is not much good. So I'm going to try and write down the favourites as I go, and if I have enough then I'll try and do a video every month. But at the moment it's probably going to work out every other month. But we'll see how it goes. So anyway, let's go straight into my favourites, and I've got one all the way over the other side of the table. I have to get that. Right, so my first favourite is this Vimto, and it's the no added sugar, and it's just the regular normal Vimto, as you can see, like the mixed berries type thing. Anyway, I've been having this now for, I don't know, months. I end up buying 2 bottles at a time now because I seem to get through it so quickly, but I really actually like it. I'm not a great fan of like blackcurrant, like Ribena and stuff like this, but because this is mixed berries I actually quite like it because it's got those different flavours going on. So I tend to have this sort of mixed with water, but sometimes I like to have it with fizzy water. But also what I've been getting into as well is having it with diet lemonade. That is really good as well, so that's probably why I'm getting through it so quickly, because I'm having it all the time. So yeah, really like that. My next favourite is a Mugshot. Now this one is the creamy cheese pasta Mugshot, and I really like this, probably because it's cheesy. Now it is, I believe, one thing, but obviously because I'm filming this, you know, you might see this in years to come and the scene value might have changed. So what I would say is that always check the Slimming World app to check the things on it, because things do change, but currently it's one thing, and I really like it. It's really, oh, it's so yummy. This is also suitable for vegetarians as well, and yeah, I enjoy it. I don't have it for lunches. I tend to have it sometimes as a dinner, and what I do is I put this into one of those soup mugs with the lid on, and I leave it for about 5 minutes with the lid on, because I find that it gets crunchy. If I put it in a mug, it's crunchy, so this is the best way I find of doing it. I fill it up with boiling water, put the lid on, and leave it for 5-7 minutes, and then it's all nice and soft. And then what I do is I get one of those Bird's Eye vegetable frozen packs. Sometimes I have the sunshine veg, or I have the hearty farmhouse one, which has got broccoli, carrots and cauliflower in, or the sunshine one which has got peas, sweet corn and carrots, even though that one hasn't got very many speed foods in other than the carrots. I do really like it, so I often do that, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, very cheesy it is. The next Mugshot is this one here, and it's the tomato and herb. I really like this one, probably not as much as the cheese one. This is sin free, and it's also suitable for vegetarians, and I do like it though. Sometimes I don't fancy the cheese, but I fancy the tomato, and I do exactly the same as I do with the cheese most of the time. I would put in a veg in it as well. Sometimes if I have bacon, I chop the bacon up and I put it in either the cheesy one or the tomato and herb, and it's like a nice meal. Sometimes I might have it at home for lunch as well, and it really actually makes quite a quick and easy sort of meal, you know. I do the same thing as well with the soup container. I put it in there with the lid on, and I leave it for about 5 to 7 minutes, because I find every single Mugshot with pasta, if I don't do it that way, I end up with loads of crunchy bits. It's so frustrating. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but this is the only way it works with the soup pot. You know, those soup cups. So never mind, it works for me. So the next item is a Lola Rose bracelet. This one is labradorite. Now, I don't know how easy you're going to be able to see this, but it's actually got like some sort of iridescentness going on in it, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I will try my best, but can you see, like here there's just an iridescent of like an orangey red, and there's also, there should be a kind of greeny blue, but I don't know if I'll be able to sort of pick it up on the camera. I shall try. So I actually find a bit that's got it in it, because it's only in several bits of stone. Let me see if I can pick that up. So on this bit here, this stone here has actually got it, but I don't think it's really showing necessarily. But anyway, it's kind of really pretty bracelet. It wasn't one that I was ever too sure about, but I kind of saw it and thought, yeah, I really like the look of it. So I sort of thought, yeah, it's kind of, I'm trying to get you to see the kind of blue bit. Don't know if you can see it on this stone here, but it is there. You can just see it very vaguely, a bit of blue iridescent as well. So I mean, it makes a bit of a difference because it's not completely grey, so there is something going on in it. And there is also these kind of browny black kind of blodges. Is that a word? Blodges? Kind of blodges. Blobs. Maybe blobs is more the right word. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting. There's not that many stones that have done in this bracelet, but when I kind of look at it on my wrist, I can really see the iridescent going on in it. So this bracelet is called Cassidy as well, and I'll show it to you on. I just have to take my bracelet off. It is kind of more big than most of the ones that I wear, but this is how I started off. These were the ones that I used to buy from Lola Rose when I first started buying. It's one of her classic bracelets that she actually started making right at the beginning. So as you can see there, it's quite a nice sort of size, and it really jangles quite a bit as well. It's really, I really like it. So my next bracelet is one, well, I'm always showing the same style. This is Surrey, as you probably have already guessed, and this is in aqua purple agate, and I really like this one. I think it's tie-dyed, so it's got several dyes in it to make it like this, and yeah, I really like this one. I wear it quite a lot. I've worn it loads. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of purple, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue in, a little bit of black, as you can see there. Some are like kind of just cloudy stones. Really very pretty. Kind of, you could wear it with anything, to be honest. So I do like wearing it a lot, and I'll show it to you on. You can see, so it's not as big as the other one. It's kind of a little bit more daintier, and it doesn't jangle as much because the beads here are much smaller than the other one. If I show it to you side by side with the other one, so you can actually get an idea on the sizes. I'll show it to you there. So you can see, which is there, this one is a little bit smaller than this one. I don't think you could really wear them both together. I think it would be a little bit too much. I thought I'd show you that. Right, so the next bracelet I've got is called Spitalfield, and it's actually not as good as I was hoping. I sort of saw it and thought, oh, it'd be really nice, and it's actually meant to be candy mixed agate. Oh no, it's not Spitalfield. I must have written this down wrong. It's Compton. But I think it looks exactly the same as Spitalfield, so I'm just wondering if they call them different names at different shops. I don't know. Anyway, this one has got the silver beads in between the stones, and as you can see, it's got like kind of different colours of pinks and it's very light pink and very light blue and a kind of light yellowy colour, kind of clear really. It's a bit disappointing really. I was kind of hoping for it to look more like the bigger tie-dye stones that I've got. I thought the colours might pop a little bit more, whereas these are kind of a little bit drab. but you know, it's fine. This one's much smaller. This is actually a friendship bracelet that Lola Rose does. It's actually much smaller than all the other bracelets, and the point is so you can actually stack a load of them on. That's the actual point, I think, but I quite like just to wear 2 of them. And if I show you here, the friendship ones usually have a smaller tag, if you can see, have like a little silver tag or a gold tag, but they're very small, they're very round, like, and they've got the LR on as well. You can see that. So yeah, I like it though. It's dinky. So the next bracelet, now I think that this one is Spitalfield, and it's in a green and pink mix. I have no idea what the stones are though. They didn't actually say, it just said green and pink mix. So as you can see, you've got like pink and green stones. Some of them are kind of mottled and are very light. Some of them are darker. And it's this one has got beads, but I think they're kind of gold or rose gold. I can't actually tell. But I'm not usually really a fan of kind of the coloured kind of rose gold or yellow gold beads. I don't really like them that much, but I thought this one kind of suited it really. But I would have preferred if it was in silver, but never mind, I can't be fussy with everything. So this is it on, same again as the other one, quite small, but I'll show you actually both of them on so you can see them sort of stacked together, which is usually what I would do. So as you can see, a couple on, it's quite nice. So if you don't want heavy bracelets and you just want something just small and delicate, then this is really good. This does not jangle half as much. You can hear it a little bit, but it's not, because the beads are so small at the bottom that you're not going to be able to jangle it as much. But it's still got a nice kind of little sound to it. So last but not least, this is actually something that I won at the raffle at Slimming World. I probably should have put this at the front really, but never mind. So this is a reusable mesh. It's actually for chips or roast potatoes or anything that needs turning. And what you basically do is you put your chips or your roast potatoes on top, put it in the oven, and you don't need to turn it. You can just leave it in the oven for like 40 minutes or however long, half an hour. And yeah, it's really good. I've been quite impressed with it. This is it here. I don't think Amazon, I don't know where she bought it from, but I found it at Amazon, and it's not called the same thing. This is called a reusable chip mesh, but I think at Amazon they call it quicker chips oven chips tray. So I will link everything down below for you, everything that I can find, or if not I'll just link the name of stuff. If I can't find it, I'll just link the name. But from Amazon it's about £3.94, and it's really, you know, it's quite good. You know, I've really quite like it. I don't know how well it's going to last because of these little things that here. I'm not really sure how long that's going to last, but it's come out clean every time I've put it in the dishwasher, and it's absolutely fine. I'm not sure if it's tarnishing or not on these little bead things. I really don't know, but that could be a bit of a downfall with it. But it may be tarnish or it may be rust, I'm really not sure. But that shouldn't really affect the chips really, because the chips only go sort of like this area. It doesn't actually touch any of these bits here, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so I really quite like that. I've only done chips with it, but I reckon that roast potatoes would be quite good. I think you can use oven chips as well if you wanted. You could just put oven chips on there, or anything else, I suppose, hash browns, you know, whatever, you know, those smiley facey things. I think you could probably put breaded chicken, breaded fish on it. But I mean, obviously if I'm cooking chips, I'm going to want chips on that, and I'll put the fish on a baking tray or something. But you have that kind of option, so it's really good. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video really soon. Bye!